It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness.
O que é a vida? É o princípio da morte. O que é a morte? É o fim da vida.
The Coffin Joe series is one of the most underrated of all horror films. They're made in Brazil by director and star Jose Mojica Marins. The first film is called At Midnight, I'll Take Your Soul. Is that not the greatest title you ever heard? It begins with a creepy old witch warning you not to watch the movie.
Vão embora!
So right from the opening scene and the spooky credit sequence, it has that cheese factor. You know you're in for a good old spooky time. But then the unexpected happens. It turns out to be a violent, sick, fucked up, balls-to-the-wall horror flick. It's not just because of the violence, but the character of Coffin Joe is one of the most cruel and horrible villains that goes beyond what North American cinema would allow. He's never actually called Coffin Joe in the movies, but that's the name which has been associated with his character. I think of him as one of the classic horror villains like Dracula and Mr. Hyde, but he makes even modern icons like Freddy Krueger look like a sissy. His whole mission is to find the perfect woman to impregnate and carry his evil bloodline. He kills anybody in his way and tortures women with spiders, so he's sort of like a real elaborate rapist. He hates religion and considers it to be comfort for the weak. He has many rants about it, and this becomes a big part of his character. There's a scene where he's hell-bent on eating meat, even though it's a holy day.
Hoje eu como carne, nem que seja carne de gente.
This all comes to a climax in a dramatic monologue where he screams to the heavens asking for proof of God.
Eu desafio seus poderes! Renego a sua existência!
It's a theatrical performance shown in one long take. It's the highlight of the film. The sequel, This Night I Possess Your Corpse, goes further to show him dealing with his inner demons. The highlight of this movie is a nightmare scene where he's dragged to hell. Once he's in hell, it goes to color. It's the only color scene in the movie, and it's one of the most wild depictions of hell I've ever seen. There's so much stuff going on, I notice something new every time I watch it. There's even asses sticking out of the wall. I'm serious. There were many other films featuring the Coffin Joe character. The third movie, Awakening of the Beast, used to be considered the last part of the trilogy. In fact, it was packaged with the DVD box set that's shaped like a coffin. But in 2008, Marins made a new movie called Embodiment of Evil. Unlike Awakening of the Beast or any of the others that came in between, this one focused on Coffin Joe again. So now, this one's considered to be the third part of the trilogy. The first two are the most badass horror films I can think of that are in black and white, and both of them came out before Night of the Living Dead. But surprisingly, not too many people know about them, so dig them up and check them out.
À meia-noite levarei tua alma.